Well, Craig, I mean, it's getting close now, your UFC debut, so give me an idea. I mean, what's the emotions like? I know it's happened quickly, but are there nerves, is it excitement, what is it?
Still no nerves yet. Excitement is getting there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous as hell last night for the open workouts. I've not done anything like it before. I was just there going out. First time I felt nervous in years, didn't know how to deal with it. And yeah, it was definitely a hell of an experience, and I'm looking forward to Sunday even more from it. But I know that I'm not going to let nerves get to me then, because I'm in my element there. I'll be at home in the cage, and that's where I want to be.
What was the process like when you got the call? I mean, every fighter wants to be in the UFC, right? But short notice against a guy like MMAjunkie, who, I mean, he's a hell of a fighter. He makes people look bad, like even the best in the world. So, I mean, was it a long conversation? Was it quick? What was the process?
It's about a 5-minute conversation where Graham Boyle, my manager, called to say, well, look, what are you guys doing on bank holiday? And we were like, well, what do you want us to do? And then he said, well, there's the opportunity to start in the UFC. And then we were like, right, okay. And he's like, and it'll be co-main event against MMAjunkie. So I was like, yeah, right then. And genuinely, it was that relaxed. It's probably why Graham hasn't put the video up of me giving a really excited reaction like you did with like Molly and Nathaniel Wood and stuff and other fighters. At the end of the day, it's what I'm here to do, and I'm excited, but I'm just there to do it.
Some people might look at it as like a a no-lose situation, right? I mean, like the odds are stacked against you. If you come in and win, it's amazing. If you don't, whatever. Do you let yourself think that way?
I've gone throughout the whole last 15 months being the underdog. My last fight was the only fight where I've been the favourite for the fight. I come against Tom Robertson. He was a huge prospect. I hadn't fought for almost a year, and I was going back to welterweight, signing for Shea Mills, and obviously people thought that was a big step up. Took on Hakan Foss, who was a top European prospect, and then took on UK MMA legend Matt Inman and put him away in the first round as well. So after that, people then started to take me a bit more seriously. To be honest, I took myself a bit more seriously. I underestimated and underrated myself quite a lot, but I think that's what's helped me be quite successful. I like being humble, just getting on with it and doing the job, but I love being the underdog as well. I love going in there to prove a point. I perform better against better fighters. I look back on my last performance on Cage Warriors, and I'm very critical of myself, and I think that's probably my worst performance in a long time, although I got the win. Because my game plan wasn't quite as effective as it could have been, but it worked for me. But again, that's because I don't see it as a step up in opponent that I needed. It was just more kind of keeping the same. I just want to constantly be pushed, and I get to do that on Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to.
Interesting you say that you kind of take yourself more seriously. I mean, if you look at your record on paper, right, you go, it's not there. But if you talk to people, I was talking to Dan Hardy, people that followed your career, it's like, yeah, but look at what he's done recently. He's really hitting his stride right now. So what is it? I mean, what's turned the corner for you, and do you feel like that's an accurate assessment that now you're hitting your stride? Yeah,
I think moving back down to welterweight, where I started my career, was a good choice. I mean, I started out at welterweight, moved to middleweight because I got a bit lazy. Then I did a horrendous cut when I fought in Jordan for Cage Warriors, did 17 kilos in 9 days. Never done salt baths before, managed to do it, felt like death, and I was like, I'm not doing welterweight ever again. And then went against Mike Shipman on Brad Pickett's show a few years ago now, and when I clinched up against him, he just felt like a house, couldn't move him, so I was like, I've got to go back down. So I made that decision, was waiting for a fight all year, didn't get one, made sure I got my weight cut sorted out before, and then Cage Warriors come up, dropped down, and that's where I got my win streak there, got back in my stride, and I think my age and my experience now is coming into play. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'm probably hit my peak or getting to that point. I'm constantly improving, constantly evolving. So, yeah, it's just all the hard work's paying off.
Nice. Big moment here. Time to game plan at all? I mean, is there time to break down tape and to figure things out, or is it more just let's go do what we do?
I've literally just had to get in the gym, get training, get in the best physical shape I can, be as prepared as I can, work a bit of game plan, but a lot of it's quite difficult to do on a short notice. Sometimes it's quite difficult to do with a little more time as well. But at the same time as well, most of my game plans go out the window straight away. I just instinctively wing it, so I'm probably going to have to do that on Sunday. So,
what's the goal? I mean, do you want to go in there and make some huge statement? I mean, putting a guy away like MMAjunkie, I mean, that would be massive. I mean, are you thinking about what this could do and how it could impact, or do you let yourself think that way?
I'm not looking past the fight. It's a big fight and a big step up, and I think to think past it would be disrespectful to Neil and both to myself. I'm just here for the fun ride. I'm here to enjoy it. I'm going to turn up on Sunday, put on a great fight, hopefully finish him. If not, I'm ready to go the 3 rounds. I'm covered for any eventuality, and just put on a performance for everyone.